Hello everyone, I'm Jawad Rashid, and I'll be showing you my database project, part 1. I am working alone, so here's what I was able to accomplish on my own. So I have two files that I created for this project so far. I have my initialized database.java file and my index.jsp, and those are the two things I worked on for project part 1. In my initialized database.java file, I have my first thing I have is my connect function that connects to my database, which is project.db. That was specified in the rubric to call it project.db, and to use the username John and password 1234. And here's my SQL workbench. And yeah, as you can see, it's project.db. All right. So for this scenario, I decided to make 4 different tables for this online shopping system. My first table is user, and as you can see, this is going to be the layout of all my table functions. So I have my first SQL statement, which is creating the table and all the variables with corresponding variable types. And then I have my connect function and executing that function. And then for the second statement, I am populating the tables and tuples with with values. And then also the same as before, preparing and executing that statement. And lastly, I'm just printing out the system out to show that it works and closing the connection. And I also do this for my other 3 tables, which I have a table for items, and I have a table for um, I have a table for cart and a table for feedback. So a table for cart is basically when a user puts a item into like the cart, and I would like to utilize this table to calculate the total value of the cart after each change of quantity or item, or if the price changed. So I thought having a table for cart would be useful, and I also have a table for feedback. This way, everything is separated into its own category for the uh, better of the database. So my last 2 functions that I have are my do post and my do get. For my do, so I kind of see the do get function as kind of like the int main you would find in a C++ function. So what this basically is doing for me is it's calling each one of the table or make table functions I have, and it's trying that. And if something doesn't work, it'll catch the exception and let me know that, oh, this part is not working. Like, oh, row 9 is out of bounds or something. So this has been good for debugging, and it's very good to have. All right, and then after my initialized database function or initialized database.java file, I also have my index.jsp, which is basically I have like text to click and text, and then I have the button. So the button, pressing the button will initialize all the databases pretty much. All right, let's try this out, I guess. All right, here's my web page. I have the text, and then I have the button. Clicking the button, and then I go to MySQL and I run this. As you can see, I have my tables here: users, items, cart, and feedback. Yeah, so you can see I have some variables. I have user ID, age, gender, user, email, first name, last name, and I have user password. All right, and then also, as you can see, my item, I have item ID, I have price, country, I have title, description, posted, and category. For my cart, I have, as you can see, cart ID, some quantity, as you would find in other systems of the same type. Feedback, I have feedback score, which would be rating, and description and remark. All right, and that's all I was able to accomplish for part 1. Next steps would be to create the login page, which would be, yeah, which should be finished before I start project part 2. Thank you for listening.